They said he was too small, too weak, too fragile for football. Now, defenders fear the ground he runs on. This is the story of how doubt created a legend. Imagine being a kid, absolutely obsessed with football. You live it, you breathe it. Every spare moment is spent with a ball at your feet. You've got talent, real talent. People see it. But then, at age 11, you get devastating news. The doctors tell you and your family that your body has stopped growing. You have a growth hormone deficiency. While all the other kids on your team are hitting their growth spurts, getting taller, faster, and stronger, you're stuck. You're being left behind. This was the reality for a young boy in Argentina named Lionel Messi. The coaches at his local clubs, even the big ones like River Plate, saw his incredible skill. They were mesmerized by his dribbling, his control, his vision on the field. But when they heard the price tag for his medical treatment, a steep $1,500 a month, they hesitated. They saw a financial liability, a gamble not worth taking. To them, the risk of him never growing to a competitive height overshadowed his undeniable genius. Doubt began to creep in from every corner. He was a prodigy, but a fragile one. But here's where the story takes a turn. A leap of faith across an entire ocean. Over 6,000 miles away in Spain, one club saw something different. The technical director for FC Barcelona, Carles Rexach, saw past the height charts and the medical reports. He saw pure, unadulterated talent. He saw a future legend. Barcelona made a life-changing offer. They would cover the full cost of Messi's medical treatment. The catch? He and his family would have to move to Spain. Can you put yourself in his shoes for a second? You're just 13 years old. You have to leave everything you know behind. Your home, your school, your friends, the familiar streets where you first learned to play. You're moving to a new country with a different language and culture. All this, just for a chance. A chance to keep playing the game you love. A chance to prove that everyone who ever called you too small was completely wrong. It was an immense burden for a young teenager, but it was a burden he was willing to carry. His belief in his own ability was stronger than any doubt the world could throw at him. So, he went. He started his treatments, injecting hormones into his own legs every single night. He joined Barcelona's famous youth academy, La Masia, and slowly but surely, he began to grow. Not just in height, but in skill, in confidence, and in stature within the club. The boy who was once seen as a medical risk was now turning heads and breaking records at every youth level. His talent was so undeniable, so breathtaking, that his size became an afterthought. In fact, his low center of gravity became one of his greatest assets, allowing him to twist and turn in ways taller players could only dream of. And the rest, as they say, is history. That small boy from Rosario grew into a giant of the sport. The player they said was too fragile now holds a record 8 Ballon d'Or awards, a trophy given to the best player in the world. He scored more goals than most players could ever imagine, shattered countless records, and won every major trophy available. His name, Lionel Messi, is now etched forever in the annals of football history, spoken in the same breath as the all-time greats. So what's the real lesson here? Is it just about football? Not at all. It's a lesson for life. You don't need to be the biggest, the strongest, or the most physically imposing person in the room to succeed. What you need is the biggest belief in yourself. When the world is telling you that you can't, you need to find that inner voice that says you can. Messi's story teaches us that limitations are often just perceptions. Your passion, your dedication, and your unwavering self-belief can be far more powerful than any physical disadvantage. The world loves to put labels on you. Too small, too quiet, not smart enough, not experienced enough. But stories like Messi's show us that you hold the pen. You get to rewrite your own label. So stay small if you must. Just make sure you think big. Thanks so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that goes beyond the game. We'll see you in the next one.